Hey Dreamers, here we are at Parks Victoria and I'm here with Jack, who is an Area Chief Ranger. Jack, thank you so much for jumping on board.
And Shankar, thanks very much for having me.
Wonderful. Now Jack, what is Parks Victoria?
So Parks Victoria is a really diverse organisation responsible for the management of public land in Victoria. It manages about 4 million hectares.
Wow.
That includes national parks, state park, wilderness parks, a whole range of marine parks and reserves, management of the recreational activities on our 2 bays, and a whole suite of parks and reserves across the state.
Right, and you have an interesting fact about the number of people that walk through.
Yeah, I did my check this morning as well, and around about 98.5 million people a year visit our parks and reserves across Victoria.
That's huge. Okay, now as an Area Chief Ranger, what is your role here at Parks Victoria?
Yeah, so my role as Area Chief Ranger is to manage a geographic area. So within Dandenong Ranges District, I'm responsible for the Gembrook area, which includes parks and reserves from Yellingbo up here, all the way down to below the map where Lang Lang is.
Right.
And so I'm responsible for management of around 25,000 hectares of land, number of parks and reserves that I'm responsible for, including Bunyip State Park, Kirthkiln Regional Park, and the Yellingbo Landscape Conservation Area, which I manage, the Yellingbo Nature Conservation Area, where we have 2 of our critically endangered species.
Okay, so you've definitely got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, I would say so. never a quiet day, put it that way.
Wonderful. Now, where are we here in Victoria?
So Gembrook is the town where we're based at the moment. That's where the office is. We're about 55, 60 k's away from Melbourne, really on Melbourne's doorstep. And, we get a lot of visitation coming from Pakenham and further to the south, and also from the Yarra Valley. So very accessible to community, and also very accessible to the park, which is only 10 minutes away.
Very good. Okay. Now I'm seeing a whole lot of pins on the board. What are these pins?
So a few of these pins are actually helpful for us during the fire season in particular. So I'll just show you these ones. These are the towers that we have at Egg Rock and Mount Beanac. These are staffed during the fire season, and basically the fire spotters are up there trying to identify signs of fire. When they do, they call those through. And sometimes they're good enough just to give you the location.
Right.
But other times they'll call through a bearing and you have to plot the bearing on the map. So for us, it really helps when, they're talking about multiple lightning strikes somewhere on the Black Snake Range, and then they can give us a bit of a pinpoint saying there maybe it's on Burgess and Helmet Track, which means that we can direct our firefighting activities to that area without getting lost, I guess. But also we've got other signs as well, such as seeing the plume of smoke going into the sky.
There you go. Okay, and we're going to cover 2 sites today. What are they?
Sure. Shankar, I thought I'd take you out to Mortimer's picnic and camping area down here in the park, which is a beautiful little spot by the creek, and then take you up to Four Brothers Rocks where we can get some great views of the environment.
Wonderful. In the next segment, we are going to pick Jack's brain and understand what it takes to become a ranger.